Good afternoon, Camp Green. Hope everyone is doing well out there, and you are enjoying the sunshine. You had a great weekend. Hey, before we get started, quick update here. I know we put out the schedule for virtual camp, but we are going to have a change starting this week and then moving forward. Happy to report Family Camp Rentals is going awesome, and we're so excited families are out here, and we look forward to having more people out there. But because of family camp rentals, we do have to make a little bit of adjustment as we're making sure that families are well taken care of out here. So we will still have Critter Talk in chapel every single day at 10:30. We will broadcast that live on Facebook Live, and then we will repost it on Instagram. And then Mondays and Wednesdays after Critter Talk in chapel is when we will have our official session. We're not going to have afternoon sessions for the time being or for the foreseeable future as we're keeping family camp rentals out here and making sure that they're well taken care of. So what that means is Mondays and Wednesdays will be our formal session, but every single day, Monday through Friday, you can expect a Critter Talk in chapel. And we'll, like I said, we'll broadcast out on Facebook Live if you still want to join us live. On top of that, but that does mean tomorrow we are going to have our 10 a.m. session for Marble Arts and Crafts. We will still do that at 10 a.m. It's just Wednesday, instead of being at 2, we will be bumping that to 10:30. So 10:30 for all sessions moving forward. Critter Talk in chapel, Monday and Wednesday, followed by an actual project of some sort. So that's the quick update. Thank you so much. Glad you could join us. So it starts off for Critter Talk. We got Brave.
What up, virtual camp? So, you're not virtual camp, you're here. So anyways, I have Critter Talk, and so I'm doing it on the Wolverine. Yeah, shout out Westwood Wolverines, where I went to middle school. The Wolverines are in the same family of animals as like weasels, ferrets, otters, like smaller animals like that, but they more resemble like a small bear, sort of. They're really stocky and muscular like a small bear, and they're also kind of aggressive. They're the largest land-dwelling species of their family, which is called the Mustelidae family, something like that. But yeah, they have a reputation for their ferocity and their strength. They kill very large animals, so like they will sometimes kill like a deer, or like, and maybe if there's like more than one of them, or sometimes even reported has been just one of them killing like a moose, which is insane because they really don't get that big. They only get about 26 to 42 inches long, with an additional like probably 20-inch tail. But if you think about it, that's not that big, and then they're not very high off the ground either, because they walk really low into the ground, and it makes them easier to kind of sneak around. And they really only get up to like 12 to like 55 pounds. Sometimes there's been reports of like really big male ones getting up to like 70 pounds, but that's pretty rare, and it really depends on like where their habitat is and how much food they have access to and things like that. They have like this really thick fur, so they love really like cold weather. So you can find most of them in like the subarctic or like alpine tundra. Shout out alpine, shout out tundra. In the northern hemisphere, Alaska, Nordic countries, like places very far north that are very cold. The probably southernmost place you could find one is somewhere in like northern Canada. But yeah, they never really get bigger than like a medium dog or so. Something kind of interesting about them is a male Wolverine, which will normally be about twice the size as female Wolverines, will have lifelong partners, but up to like 2 or 3 of them, if they are like a very like, I don't know, strong, or like very if they have like access to a lot of food, things like that. Very strong breeder. They'll have up to like 2 or 3 lifelong partners, but then some of the males won't have any breeding partners. And yeah, do we have any questions about the Wolverine? Looks like Buster has one. Buster forgot his question. Do we have any other questions about them?
Give me a second.
I have one.
What's up, Ink?
While Buster's thinking, have you ever seen a Wolverine? And if you have,
How are you supposed to distinguish it from a bear? Because I just looked up a picture of a Wolverine and it looked like a bear.
Yeah, the only way to distinguish it is that it's going to be like a lot smaller, and there are some features that are a little different. Their body build is a little different. It does have a little bit of the like sort of like weaselish kind of like ferret-looking build, but like on a much larger scale. So it is a tiny bit different, but it is very hard to tell the difference between a small bear and a wolverine. And no, I have never personally seen them because I don't spend a lot of time up in Alaska and northern Canada. Also, they're super hard to find and super rare. Yes. Buster.
With Disney and Marvel's recent purchase of 20th Century Fox, and Hugh Jackman saying he would never portray the character again of Wolverine, should Marvel still pursue Hugh Jackman as Wolverine in the upcoming Disney Marvel versions of X-Men?
You know, that's a great question. I would probably have to consult an expert on that, who is an expert at Marvel movies and opinions on Marvel movies. Because I don't really watch, well, I've seen a couple of them, but very few of them, and Wolverine is not one of them. Yes.
Speaking of Wolverines, will John Harbaugh make his way to a playoff NCAA Final Four with the Michigan Wolverines, or is he just an overrated coach?
That's a fantastic question, actually, because absolutely not will he ever make it to the Final Four. He is not a fantastic coach, very overrated. Thank you very much. Yes, Firebird. Wolverines, they eat pretty much anything they can kill. So they'll for like a really large meal, like I said, it might be a deer or something like that, but a lot of times it'll just be squirrels, groundhogs, chipmunks, really anything small that will run around and they can catch. Yeah. Okay. That's Critter Talk.
Hi, Cam. I'm Ink.
It's the face of Cam!
It's me.
Woo!
I don't know how.
Make the face! Yeah!
Okay, I still look the same 4 years later. I don't know how I'm going to pass up that amazing Critter Talk, but I found a quote today that's from Lord of the Rings, and I have been trying to convince everyone at camp to watch Lord of the Rings with me because it's really fun. Maybe Buster will watch it with me. So the quote is, it's from Aragorn, who's a pretty big part of the movies and the books, obviously. And he said, "Deeds will not be less valiant because they are unpraised." So basically what that means is that deeds are still good even when someone doesn't see you and like congratulate you on your deed. So I think this is really important in my life, but also just up at camp. You know, sometimes we talk about like picking up garbage, even if someone doesn't see you picking up that garbage because maybe the secret counselor will see you pick up that garbage, or like giving someone a high five when they just need it. And even though someone might not come up to you and be like, "Oh my God, that was so nice that you picked up some garbage from camp. Like, you're the best camper of the week." It still is a good deed and it's a good act. And I think that's really important. And I try to keep that in my head because it does feel really good to be praised. And of course, it is great when someone tells you that you're doing a good job, but it's also just as important to do those same deeds when someone isn't watching or telling you. And that's Chapel.
Yeah! Krusty, over to you.
Hey everybody, happy Monday. Hope everyone's having a good day. Let's see, it's July 13th, it's Monday. We have some Camp Reed birthdays out there to celebrate. So happy birthday Mars, happy birthday Firebird, happy birthday Boxer. So happy birthday everybody, hope you're having a good day. If you have a birthday coming up, please let me know. I'd love to do a shout out for you. I'd even sing you happy birthday if you wanted, although you might not want that. So let's see, on this day in history, in the year 1923, the Hollywood sign in Los Angeles, California was officially dedicated in the hills above LA. It was originally titled Hollywood Land, but in 1949, when they did a renovation, they took those last 4 letters off. Now it just says Hollywood. And in 1944, it's the birthday of Enro Rubix. He was the inventor of the Rubik's Cube. He was is a Hungarian mathematician, educator, and inventor. He made this 26 small cube device that rotates around a central axis. And then you mix all the tiles up, and then the player is supposed to put them all back in the original order, all lined up so that their colors match on all faces. And when they do that, okay, there's like 43 quintillion possibilities with a Rubik's Cube. So if you know how big that number is and how many zeros that has after it, let me know. I have no idea. That's a lot. That's a lot of possibilities though. I know there's some people out there who love the Rubik's Cube. So show us your talent. Maybe give us a little shout out. Tell us how fast you can do a Rubik's Cube back to its original place. I know Thermo's really good at a Rubik's Cube, and I know lots of other people are too. So, and then in 2009, Shakira's 8th album premieres, She Wolf, with the lead single, She Wolf. It's a Camp Reed favorite. I remember a Dramance performance recently where that was a highlighted song. So that's a fun one. And then let's see, in weather today, camp, it's another good day. Beautiful day in Spokane, high of 76. Low of 49, beautiful sunshine out there. Get out and enjoy the day if you can safely do that. And we are still losing some daylight every day, so make the most of those daylight hours. The sun will set at 8:44 today, so if you're keeping track, that's a few minutes later or earlier than last week. So that's all I got for you. Have a great day, and if it's your birthday today, have a real special day. See you soon, guys. Back to you, Buster. Are you doing a She Wolf dance, Buster?
Awesome. So Friday sports trivia. Thank you, Presty. Those are all really interesting things. As far as Rubik's Cube, Firebird having the same birthday as the birth of the Rubik's Cube. That's pretty sweet.
And Professor Xavier.
Oh, and Professor Xavier. More X-Men. Shout out. So trivia on Friday. What NBA player has won the most MVP awards? Any guesses?
MJ.
Nope.
Bill Russell.
No, that's a good guess though.
Magic Johnson.
Also a good guess. No.
LeBron James.
LeBron James. No, that's not the right answer. The correct answer is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He's won 6 awards. Michael's won 5, I believe. He should have won 6, but hey, we're all not. And today's sports trivia question, speaking of more GOATs, Wayne Gretzky, the greatest hockey player of all time, played for what team in the 1980s? Wayne Gretzky, one of the greatest hockey players, or the greatest, played for what team in the 1980s? Please post your answers below, and we'll have an answer for you tomorrow. For our all right today, we're going to say, all right, and then you're going to go like this for the She Wolf dance, and then, there's a she wolf in your closet, let it out so we can, and then breathe, and then instead of saying, for X-Men, we're going to be like Wolverine, and we're going to throw up our claws, okay? Recap. So it goes, all right, there's a she wolf in your closet. Let it out so it can breathe. And then we're going, roar! All right? So, get your all right stance. Here we go. All right, on 3. 1, 2, 3.